Hi, thank you for joining me on 8. I am Maggie, and what we are doing is this wonderful book by Dr. Wayne Dyer, Excuses Be Gone. And why are we doing this? Because it is a book on how to change lifelong self defeating thinking habits. Everyone has one or two or more. So if you pick up even one tool in this book, or all of this book, it's going to help change your life, or it could change the lives of those around you. So just see what you can glean from these beautiful writings of Dr. Wayne Dyer. And thank you for joining me. Hit the like button and subscribe because we're wanting to hit that algorithm to get these videos out to people needing to hear this kind of positive, encouraging content. And leave your positive comments. I very much appreciate you joining me and supporting me. We're all on these journeys, and I'm thankful for you in my life. Okay, so we're going to be hitting up, we're in part 2, chapter 8, the fifth principle, willingness. Okay, so we're going to wrap up this chapter. I love when we do that. Okay, suggestions for applying a willingness mindset to your life. End the blame game once and for all. Begin to see all of your personal traits and the conditions you experience as choices rather than factors that came about because of some external circumstances. Refer to everything in your life with statements such as, I choose to listen to what my parents said when I was a child, and I'm still under their influence in some ways today. Rather than, I can't help the way I am, I've always been this way, and it's largely the fault of my early training. So one of them takes responsibility, the other one blames. Similarly state, I've always been fearful about leaving this job or city because I've made other people's opinions more important than my own. Rather than, I can't help being fearful, I was trained by my parents who have always been afraid to try something new themselves. Be willing to say these words and mean them. I'm a product of all of the choices I've made in my life. I have no one to blame for anything that isn't going the way I'd like it to go, including myself. Okay, so I'm going to read that again. I am the product of all of the choices I've made in my life. I have no one to blame for anything that isn't going the way I'd like it to go, including myself. I'm the product of all the choices I've made in my life. I have no one to blame for anything that isn't going the way I'd like it to go, including myself. Okay, and be encouraged as you choose these statements of taking responsibility. Be encouraged, okay? There is power when we take responsibility. Practice being willing to hold the vision by rehearsing scenes in your mind that deal with others who aren't in agreement with your new stance. Don't argue with family members or partners who think you're foolish to have a vision for yourself that's incompatible with the one they have for you. That's very important, okay? Don't argue with them. Instead, simply respond with, thank you for sharing your vision. Your opinions are always helpful to me. And then, and this is important, hold on to your vision even tighter and make every effort to act on it without being confrontational, okay? You don't have to be up in people's faces, hey, this is what I'm doing. You just hold on to your vision, stay non-confrontational, and just be worker bee mode, working towards that beast mode, the beast mode that's working towards that vision, okay? If you're determined to get a college degree or complete some kind of specialized training that you've always wanted, or you're trying to build a YouTube channel, and others around you think such an ambitions are preposterous, silently note, what you think of me is none of my business. What you think of me is none of my business, or what you think of me is none of my business. And then hold the vision. Your vision of yourself and your willingness to hold on to it through resistance from others is crucial to your excuses be gone life. And Create an inventory of the things you're unwilling to do in order to manifest your destiny. Then erase everything on it but this title. What I am unwilling to think or do in order to become all that I desire to for myself. Okay? What I am unwilling to think or do in order to become all that I desire for myself. Leave this sheet of paper in a prominent spot where you can look at it every day to remind you of your commitment to shed all unwillingness. When you're challenged and you find yourself reverting to old habits, look at your empty sheet and affirm the following for at least 5 minutes. There is nothing that I am unwilling to think or do in order to become all that I am destined to become. There is nothing that I am unwilling to think or do in order to become all that I am destined to become. There is nothing that I am unwilling to think or do in order to become all that I am destined to become. Repeating this inner mantra will serve as an energy shifter for you, and it will put you on the path of greatness. Virginia Woolf once offered a single line that has guided me throughout my adult life. Arrange whatever pieces come your way. I pass it along to you with this caveat. You must be willing to take whatever pieces of life come your way and arrange them so that they work with and for you rather than against you. The key is to be willing. The pieces will show up, and they always have, and they always will. Your willingness to arrange rather than complain or make excuses will pay off. So I'm going to say that one more time. The pieces will show up. They always have, and they always will. Your willingness to arrange rather than complain or make excuses will pay off. All right, so much love to you all. We just wrapped up chapter 8. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yay! And we thank you, Wayne Dyer, and we thank you, Lao Tzu. And we thank you too. So while you're at it, let's pump the algorithm up. Hit your like, hit subscribe, and leave your positive comments. I'm so thankful for you, and I appreciate your support. All right, you know what's next. Peace in. Peace